Hello everybody, welcome to our e-learning session for Primary 5. Our session for today is about the story Gulliver's Travel in Lilliput, and we are in chapter 2. Now, as I said before, Gulliver woke up to find himself surrounded by many of tiny people, and they were trying to attack him at first by the arrows. Hundreds of arrows hit his hands and face, but Gulliver stopped moving in order to calm them down. After that, he didn't understand their language. They made a platform, and one of them stand on this platform to try to talk to Gulliver. But actually, Gulliver couldn't understand their language at all. But he understood that they are friendly people. After that, he decided to lie still and not to hurt them. Gulliver was very hungry and also thirsty. So he used gesture to ask for food and water because he didn't eat for a long time. The Lilliput do their best, so they put a ladder and decided to give him food and water. As you see in the picture in page 11, this food was very delicious and he ate so much, but they put some sleeping powder in the water to move him to another place. So Gulliver fell asleep again one more time. The Lilliputians do their best to move him to the big house that was made for him to stay in. They untied him and put a huge chain around his legs. After that, he found himself sleeping in something like a temple. And when he stood up, it was also very small. He asked them to take the chain off, but they didn't accept. So what happened next? Let's see. In the next slide, slide number 3. After he stood up, the Lilliputians were very surprised because he was a huge person in their eyes. His height, and they also felt a little bit scary from him. After that, Gulliver stood up and he went to see the king. So Gulliver met the king, which was taller than the other people there and handsome. He talked with him, but neither the king nor Gulliver understand each other. The language of each other, they couldn't understand their language. So it was difficult to communicate. As you see in the picture, Gulliver was standing. Can you see the difference between their heights and Gulliver's heights? Okay, in slide number 4, we have some questions. We will answer them together. How is Gulliver fed? Now, the Lilliputians throw the food and water to his mouth, and the little people placed the ladder against his side. They climbed up with the baskets of food and the barrels of water. Number 2, how do the Lilliputians move Gulliver? They put sleeping powder in the water, and when he slept, they built a huge platform. Do you know the platform? Like a stage or something with wheels to move him on it. Number 3, although that people in Lilliput were feeling fear and doubt, but they were friendly. Discuss. Yes, they served him food and gave him water, but they put sleeping powder in the water to move him outside the country to the temple near the country. Also, they were not scary for him. They were afraid if he moved, maybe he will step on one of them. Also, they didn't hit him with arrows until he moved. When he moved his hand, they decided that he may harm them. But when he lay still, they stopped hitting him with the arrows. The last thing here, from their gesture, Gulliver knew that they were friendly and they didn't want to hurt him. Okay, in slide number 5, we will complete the sentences. Gulliver was very hungry and thirsty. The little people climbed up with baskets full of food and barrels of water. There was sleeping powder in the water. The king was taller than the others and was very handsome. Number 5, when Gulliver moved, hundreds of little arrows hit his hands and face. Okay, hope that you enjoyed the session and see you soon.